Slinging slasher, the
hash
most terrifying and
slinging,
mysterious monster
the
in
hash
Spongebob. The slasher
ringing,
is shown in the
the
episode
hash
Graveyard Shift. The episode
slinging.
starts at closing time at the Krusty Krab, and we
What's up,
watch as Squidward
Emo?
happily flips a sign to close, and is getting ready to go home and play his clarinet, until Tom the fish knocks on the door and just starts ordering. Squidward tells him that they are closed and he can't order. Then Tom says the secret magic word,
"Fine, if you don't want my money."
and Mr.
Yeah.
Krabs gets summoned, and
It's at this point they already know. Bro, it's crazy. You pay Mr. Krabs, bro. Mr. Krabs is a character that will do anything for money. So you really just pay him $1, and he'll do anything. You'll pay this man a penny, but this man will sell someone's soul for, what was it, 38 cents? He will sell someone's soul for 38 cents. Imagine what he will do for $1, bro. Look at this man. Ready to just kill the whole town over 50 cents.
realizes if he stays open later, he will get more money, and makes the Krusty Krab 24 hours and a bunch
That's
of fish
crazy.
hoarding.
Open forever.
And SpongeBob, of course, is happy about this. And Mr. Krabs, being the best boss as usual, just dips because he has a life.
Like,
and this
come
is
on now.
literally Squidward's own personal hell. This dude is not only trapped all day with SpongeBob, he is now
Ooh.
trapped with him all night as well. SpongeBob is ecstatic
what?
though, which
No.
honestly, I used to judge this guy for loving work so much, and I still kind of do, because he literally doesn't get paid. This dude gets
He
paid
actually-
wacky bucks.
He don't even get paid anything. He pays Mr. That's crazy, bro. This man really, on payday, handed Mr. Krabs a fat stack of cash. And Squidward had to pay Mr. Krabs too. Bro, Squidward looking at this shit, bro, like, I have to pay you to breathe, to talk, to do my job. I gotta pay you to do my job. Squidward was like, what the heck?
Which is monopoly money. So he's just working for fun. But I get
Yeah,
it, because
literally.
after watching the first ever episode of SpongeBob recently, I learned that the Krusty Krab has been SpongeBob's dream job since he was a kid.
Yeah,
so it
come
makes
on
sense
now.
to be honest. He loves his place. Anyway, SpongeBob's dancing all around excited for their sleepover, and Squidward is miserable. And then SpongeBob starts bugging Squidward, all excited about doing normal work stuff at night.
I'm working in the kitchen at night. I'm chopping lettuce at night. Mopping the bathroom at night.
Which is gross, by the way.
This is one
dude
of the
uses his
best
body to mop the
episodes, not
floor.
gonna lie.
I can't even imagine how dirty SpongeBob is.
You gotta realize these SpongeBob episodes are like only like 10, 12 minutes, bro. Max. They're not those 20 to like, they're only like 10 to, because you gotta fit 2 episodes in the amount of time. So they're like, they really was giving us banger after banger after banger. Like, listen, you as a kid, bro, come home from school, hop on Nickelodeon. Actually, that's cap. If nothing good that was on Cartoon Network, if nothing was on Cartoon Network, go to Nickelodeon. Nothing good on Nickelodeon, go to Disney. Usually, I'm not a Disney person, so skip Disney, go to Disney XD. Right. If nothing was on Disney XD, I think there was a one other channel. It was the channel they showed South Park on. Not lying. Tough.
all this stuff, he probably stinks, dog. Then after this, though, he just continues to annoy Squidward and just walk all around him saying
night,
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 night, night,
over
night,
and over and
night,
over again.
night,
Squidward
night,
talking
night,
to SpongeBob for a
night.
little bit, so he hands him a trash bag to take it out. And this is finally where he realizes that the night shift is actually pretty terrifying. At first, he's excited until he looks outside and realizes how far the dumpster is. Which, by the way, I don't remember the dumpster being here.
That's what
it's
I'm
usually in the
saying.
back, but I get it. That'd be a boring scene if he just simply went back there. This is where Squidward
Like he
starts
did,
finally getting some
like
enjoyment
he
from the
been
night shift,
already been
realizing
doing.
how scared SpongeBob
throwing
is.
trash at night,
So he
but
eggs him
hey.
on to go outside.
That
I
is
thought
real
you
though.
liked
Taking
the
trash
night
out at
shift.
night.
And this works, and he just puts his big boy pants on and but to gain his aura back, he says,
Piece of cake.
and then we see Squidward with a devious smile, because now he finally found out a way he'll be able to enjoy the night shift. And he comes up with the devious plan. So he starts telling him about the story about the slinging slasher. And this dude is obviously lying, but I'm surprised.
Bro, he skipped the part. I think, did he skip the part? I think he skipped the part where. I think. Actually, no.
Came up with this so fast.
I don't
This
think he's about
instantly
to
makes
talk about it
SpongeBob's
yet.
face drop. But he also doesn't really understand what this dude's saying.
The slash bringing hasher.
So he literally says it again, but he still don't got it.
The sash ringing. The trash singing. Mash flinging. The flash springing.
Bro, I
ringing,
love
the
this
crash
episode,
dinging.
bro.
And Squidward looks so done with him, and his face looks hilarious here. It reminds me of the Shrek meme face. It's just so funny. But he doesn't give up. He's not going to stop until he terrifies SpongeBob.
I keep hearing something. I'm not gonna lie. I keep hearing something, and I'm home alone. I'm about to go to school soon. I keep hearing something, bro.
So he gets right in SpongeBob's face and tells him that you can't even say this guy's full name before he
Gets them.
and this finally gets SpongeBob jumping. But SpongeBob is intrigued and still wants to hear more of the story for some reason. So Squidward tells him that the Slasher used to be a fry cook just like him, right? The Krusty Krab. And he tells him that one day when he was cutting the patties, it happened. And SpongeBob's not taking this serious at all.
He forgot the secret sauce?
And then he tells him no. He cut off his hand. And then SpongeBob just takes off his hand again and again.
Like,
which
you
is
know,
so-
like SpongeBob is the most broken in this verse. I'm not lying. The things he used to be able to do. I mean, right now he's just creepy. Right now, SpongeBob. See, back in the day, SpongeBob broken. Now SpongeBob is just creepy. Like, come on now, like just weird. I have not
honestly seems like
watched
SpongeBob's
an
toying with
episode of
Squidward now.
SpongeBob
But like a second ago, dude was
on
terrified.
TV.
But after he takes off like 20 of his hands, Squidward tells him that he
Like,
wasn't a
since,
sponge.
like,
So finally,
sixth
SpongeBob screams and he's
grade,
terrified. Then he tells him he replaced his hand with a spatula, then got hit by a bus, and he got fired. And honestly, dude just spitting baloney after baloney. I never realized as a kid how much the story made no sense.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
Squidward
He
kinda
got hit
picks
by
up
a bus,
something
then he got
and
fired.
says that every Tuesday night, which is today, the Slasher comes back and gets vengeance, and explains the 3 signs the Slasher will come. So the lights will flicker, the phone will ring, but no one will be there. And finally, the hashtag Slasher will arrive on a bus. And SpongeBob just starts eating his hands just like popcorn. He's not even taking it serious at all. But he seems terrified, so I don't know. Also, what's so funny about this, I feel like SpongeBob and Squidward haven't took any orders, and earlier there were like a million fish running into the Krusty Krab. Then Squidward jump scares SpongeBob once more and says once he gets to the counter,
Because like, bro, who wants to eat a burger 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning? Of course, there are a few who'll be like, oh yeah, let me just go sit in the drive-thru. I'm not lying. What's called? When me and my big sister and my little brother, we would be hungry at nighttime. Now at 4 in the morning is crazy. Like probably around like 12, 1 or 2. Go to Whataburger. Open all night. Line is to the street. Bro, line is wrapped around the block, coming out the block, leading to the street. 2, 3 a.m. People are still. It's more busy 2, 3 a.m. than it is 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Like it'd be crazy.
It gets you.
and he teleports behind SpongeBob and taps him.
Funniest
And this guy
scene right
starts
now. I'm
screaming
not
over
even
and
lying,
over
bro.
and over and does not stop. And Squidward is
Bro,
loving
the
it. He's
writers
dying of
was
laughter.
cooking
But he starts
back in
getting
the
sick of
day,
it.
bro.
And Squidward just tells him he was joking and it wasn't true. And SpongeBob just switches up and instead starts laughing over and over again. Tell me this dude isn't messing with Squidward. Anyways, we cut to Squidward chilling reading a book, and we hear this weird sound. I tried doing it in my mouth. And he's starting
This
to
is
freak
the scene I'm
out,
talking
and we see
about.
that's
This is
actually just
funny,
SpongeBob
bro.
hitting the ceiling.
Like I
and then
said,
he jump
bro,
scares Squidward.
it could just be
Then, all of a
random
sudden, the lights start
things
to
that make
flicker,
the show
which is the
so
first sign of the
funny,
slasher.
bro.
And he thinks it's SpongeBob, but SpongeBob's not touching the light switch. So now Squidward's starting to freak out a little bit because SpongeBob thinks that Squidward's messing with him. And then the phone rings, but no one's there. That's the second sign. So now Squidward's starting to really freak out. And then he looks outside, and there's a bus, which is the third sign. And also they say the buses don't run this late. So what is happening? Then we see a black figure with a spatula for a hand. It's the Slinging Slasher. And Squidward yells and his eyebrows start freaking out. And SpongeBob starts crying and gets so happy that Squidward would go through all this trouble just to make a joke to SpongeBob just saying it.
Bro, this
but
motherfucker
Squidward
funny.
says that's not him. So now SpongeBob
No, bro. What he said, bro, he was like, first of all, I hate you. Second of all, how can that be me and I'm right here, bro? I don't know why he skipped that far, bro. That was so
finally
funny.
gets it and he starts screaming too. And they're both freaking out so bad at hugging each other. As the Slinging Slasher starts coming closer to them, something crazy happens. Squidward admits to SpongeBob before they almost die and tells him that deep down, he's always slightly liked him, which is so crazy, like so crazy. SpongeBob and Squidward's relationship is much more deeper than we think. I feel like these two just play characters because they enjoy the dynamic, just like Mr. Krabs and Plankton. Squidward is just a troll and enjoys hating on SpongeBob because he reacts to it so funny. And SpongeBob feeds into this and tortures Squidward, which is true also because right here he admits that he uses Squidward's clarinet to unclog his toilet, which is insane by the way. But anyways, I know you're waiting.
Bro, you should have seen the look Squidward gave that man, bro. So, bro, in his head, bro, he like, bro, this man really breaks in my house to steal my clarinet, to unclog his toilet, and go put it back so I can use, like, bro, I would have whooped that man,
The
bro.
Slinging Slasher arrives at the counter, and turns out it's just a normal old fish with a spatula he's holding. and it's not actually his hand, and he just wants a job. And supposedly he called earlier, but he got nervous, so he hung up. But it doesn't explain one thing. Who was flickering the lights? Turns out it was Nosferatu, and he smiles and the episode ends. Now at first, Nosferatu seems like a funny gag, just a cool cameo. You see, Nosferatu is from a horror movie that was made in 1922, so it seems like it was a love letter to that movie, but it's actually much deeper than that. So there's an episode called The Night Patty, where we see the Krusty Krab actually runs at night, and Nosferatu is a night manager, and they serve the rock bottom.
I don't really get into the newer seasons of SpongeBob. It's just like after the creator died, bro, it just got lame. I'm not lying, the show just really just got lame. It's like now they're just trying to like just make anything at this point. Like they're running out of ideas. Rock Bottom, I'm not lying. It would have been way much better of a concept if it just stayed at that one episode. Now they're just trying to, oh yeah, we never made another Rock Bottom episode. Let's bring them over here. It's like, okay.
Fish. So with this information, here's what I think actually happened in this episode. Mr. Krab decided to keep the Krusty Krab 24/7, which makes Nosferatu lose business, since he couldn't run the restaurant that night because Squidward and SpongeBob were there instead. So when he heard Squidward's little story, he made it a reality. He flickered the lights, he called his friend to come, and to make sure he called right after he flickered the lights. And I mean, this dude even had his sweater on to hide his hand and make it look like he had a spatula as a hand. This is a theory, but it makes so much sense, and I find it so cool. Also, getting some lore of SpongeBob and Squidward's relationship was so cool. I mean, we saw the whole episode of how Squidward enjoyed toying with SpongeBob. I mean, he really hated being there all night. But just messing with SpongeBob made him forget about that and laugh and smile. Not only that, but hearing Squidward admit that he always liked SpongeBob is such insane lore. And it really changed my perspective on the entire show. I love that.
It's just that he's annoying, bro.
For the entire episode, SpongeBob was just going along with the story on purpose.
If they're just annoying, bro,
and just enjoy the entertainment. But anyways, this episode is just great. It's an OG and insanely iconic. I just don't want to be around you. Literally everybody and their mom knows the Slinging slasher. I think from the get-go, just the fact that we experienced the Krusty Krab at night is already so cool. Then they have this amazing made-up story that really entices you. Then the story starts to actually happen, which is so creepy. And it's hilarious too, because you watch as Squidward tortures SpongeBob, and then Squidward gets tortured too, which is just standard SpongeBob formula. This episode balances humor and horror so well, and it's crazy because SpongeBob is usually such a sweet, innocent show, and they really made an episode that's actually pretty terrifying. Not to sound like a baby, but as a kid, this episode had me terrified. I really thought.
Well, as a kid, this had me dying laughing because of that little mop bucket scene.
And the Slinging slasher will be engraved in my memory forever. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about, the Slinging slasher, Slinging slasher, the hash bringing slash.
I'm not lying. This episode was tough too, man. Bye, y'all. Peace.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.